Hi YouTube, it's your girl Ash, and today I am back with another video. Today's video is the first library book haul of May. I have 10 books to show you. I don't want this to be long, so I'll get right into it. Up first is a duology, and that is The Wrath in the Dawn and The Rose and the Dagger by Renee Ahdieh. This is, or at least the first book is a 1001 Nights retelling. I'm sure everyone has seen this go floating around booktube, so I don't have to explain what it's about, but I'm super excited to be able to read both of them. Up next is the book that I have already read, and I'm debating whether or not to do a book review, and that is Your Welcome Universe by Whitney Gardner. I will say that I loved it. Definitely a 5-star read, and I do recommend it for anyone looking for diverse literature. This follows the main character, Julia, and she is deaf, and she has two moms, and they are both deaf, and her passion is art. And I just had so much fun and enjoyment in this book, so definitely go out and read it. Next is the book that I'm reading currently, and that is Thanks for the Trouble by Tommy Wallach. Forgive me if that's wrong. He's the author of We All Looked Up, and this is about a boy who hasn't talked. I think he hasn't spoken in 5 years. He meets this girl, and he starts to realize that there's more left in life for him to live for. Up next is a book Esau Mija previously, but I didn't get a chance to read it, and I saw that my library had it again, and so this time I want to read it, and that is Our Own Private Universe by Robin Talley. This features I think this features a bisexual main character, and I am super excited because this came out in January of this year. Really ready to read it. Okay. Up next is a book I got because I won a Goodreads for the companion novel, and I was struggling to get through it, and I saw some reviews online, and everyone was saying, even though it is a companion novel, that they think you should read the first one first, and so I went out and got it, and that is The Star Touch Queen by Rashani Chosky. And I also have A Crown of Wishes, so I'm hoping to read this one first and then go to this one and give them their own separate reviews. So keep watch for that. Up next is a book I had to get because I call it my favorite book of all time for me and the greatest piece of literature ever written. And I wanted to read it again and see if I still have those feelings. And it is Tequila Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you what this is about. This is a very beloved book. I read it in school, and it is one that stuck with me throughout all the years. And I just love it so much. So I'm going to be trying to read that. And it's shorter than I remembered it to be. Up next is Flawed by Cecilia Ahern. This book is about a society where everyone has to be perfect, and if you do something that is not deemed perfect, you are stamped with an F, like where people can see it. And our main character is accused of doing something wrong. She gets branded with an F, and her life is forever changed because you're seen as an outcast in this society if you're flawed. And I have high hopes for it. I did not like some previous Cecilia Ahern um, works, but Naya Reads and Smiles really liked this book. She talked it up, so I'm hoping to have the same feelings. And the sequel is also out if you read it and didn't know. Perfect. And I'm hoping to read that after this one. And last but certainly not least is Shadow and Bone, Book 1 in the Grisha trilogy by Lee Bardugo. I want to read this because even though there are two separate stories and you don't have to, a lot of people say they liked it better having read the Grisha trilogy first and then going into Six of Crows. So I wanted to try the first book, and if I like it, I will go into the other two and then Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. So if I'm not mistaken, that is all I have for you today for my book call. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel inclined to do so, please subscribe. And if you are a subscriber of mine, please hit that bell button so you'll be notified when I upload new content. Please follow me on all of my social medias. They will be linked in the description box down below. And please share this video. It would be graciously appreciated. It is a time now where sharing and likes mean so much. And I would be so grateful from the bottom of my heart, 110%. And with that being said, until we meet again.